What's up, everybody? It's The Roar, and I wanted to show you where I am today. I'm actually standing in the Fairfax City Memorial Cemetery. Actually, I'm right down the road, not even half mile from the city of Fairfax, right across the street from the William Gunnell House, where there's a lot of history is at. And also, I wanted to show you this. Glacken. If you notice, is the Washington Redskins logo. And look at this hill I just climbed. Holy cow. Alright, so let me tell you a little story about Glacken. By the way, there's a lot of history and stories right here in this cemetery. First of all, Glacken is the first female to be inducted in the NFL Hall of Fame. And she actually won a contest, a visa contest, for being the longest member, season ticket holders of the Washington Redskins. And she was inducted in 2002. But I wanted to show you some other things too. Look at this. See that mound? And that right there is a Confederate memorial of the people that have perished in the Civil War. And the cool thing about this mound right here is there are unknown soldiers there. Nobody knows, but about 200, they believe, 200 buried, I'm sorry, I'm getting my facts mixed up. There are soldiers buried here. That is kind of like the tomb of the unknown soldier. They have some of the names, I found out who they were, but there are also some that are not. But there are 200, well, I just found out, there are 200 unknown soldiers that are buried in battlefields close to the city of Fairfax. So just randomly in fields, there could be someone buried, but there's no marker. It's kind of sad if you think about it, but I wanted to share that. But this monument is erected in their honor. And I'm also here because the city of Fairfax, there are Union soldiers here, excuse me. There are some Union soldiers here, but there's also, this is also a Confederate cemetery. Look at this. Look at all that. It's kind of cool. Those are all the names of the people that are buried here at the Confederate cemetery. But I also want to show you some other things too. Everyone that is buried here has had property in the city of Fairfax. And I was reading a history book the other day, and it was just pages of old houses, old plantations of everybody that was buried here. And they're all from the city. Like everyone that owns that plantations, those plantations were born here. And I wanted to show you this particularly. This is the guy I was talking about. Robert Walton Moore. I'm standing above Robert Moore. He was a congressman who voted the New Deal with Franklin Roosevelt. He died shortly after passing that law. In fact, he was one of the first congressmen that saw it through and wanted to pass it. I think they did ultimately pass it, but when it was actually took effect, he had passed. I think he passed in 40 or 41. So just wanted to show you around the cemetery because you can see some pretty famous names. If you look up the city of Fairfax, you can tell some of the famous names that are here. That usually had houses here. There's also one person was the first resident of the city of Fairfax. We're going to see if we can find that person. I believe I know the name, but we'll see some more. Let's take a look. This is the newer section of the cemetery. Hope you guys are enjoying this. I love talking history, and I wanted to show you this history today is because some sad news happened just yesterday or 2 days ago. You know, I've never seen a Civil War reenactment, but I do want to go see one. Maybe I'll have to make a trip up to Gettysburg to see it. But the city of Manassas, which we are just miles from, I don't think you're not even 10 or 15 miles, but we are just miles from the city of Manassas. And they have ended all Civil War reenactments. I don't know where you guys are from, but oh, there's Gunnell. Here's Gunnell. Remember I was telling you about the Gunnell house? Let's see if we can find him. Hold on. Look at this. There's Sally Gunnell, Eugene, Catherine. This is so cool. I actually don't see him. I don't think he was buried in this cemetery. I don't know. Maybe you guys can make that out. If you can make that out, let me know what that says. Maybe that's him. That is really cool. You remember telling me about the Gunnell house? The Gunnell house is right down this street. It's not even a half mile. It's right across the street from the courthouse. The courthouse is right up behind me. Not even a half mile up there. And the first death of the Civil War occurred now behind me by the William Gunnell house. It was the first death of the Civil War. I'm sorry, I'm corrected. The first shots fired of the Civil War. That guy did not die. He died in battle a year or two later, but he did not die that day. Trying to find some other famous families that are here. I was looking, like I said, take a look at I think it's Arcadia Publishing, and you type in your zip code, you can find history in your area, and I really like that. I think that was really cool. And of course, being in Fairfax, which by the way, was the original name of Fairfax was Providence, and then the charter was passed. And I think the guy who had the charter, he says, go find the city. And he knew where it was. They scouted it out. And next thing you know, Fairfax becomes, or Providence becomes Fairfax. And it was named after Lord Fairfax. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. This is another newer part of the cemetery. A lot of the old section is right here. But that is really cool. See you guys tomorrow. Subscribe and hit the bell. Also, my live stream. I'm thinking of doing it Tuesday evening. So that will be my vlog. Join me on Tuesday. I'm gonna do a day live stream going down the boardwalk, and I'm gonna do a nighttime live stream of going down the boardwalk. Tell me if you guys would enjoy that. All right, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye.